Children, I told you already the shape of the bird's beak tells us about the kind of food it eats. In this regard, let us see some examples of the birds and the shape of the birds which helps to take the food. First one, birds like hummingbirds and sunbirds. So, hummingbirds and sunbirds. Okay, birds like hummingbirds and sunbirds have long curved beaks. Have long curved beaks. See, children, birds like hummingbirds and sunbirds. Hummingbirds and sunbirds, they have long curved beaks. It helps them to drink nectar from flowers. These curved beaks, see the curved beaks. Okay, the curved beaks of these hummingbirds and sunbirds help them to drink nectar. What is nectar, children? It is a sweet substance. Nectar is a sweet substance present in the flowers. Nectar is a sweet substance present in the flowers. Okay, help them to drink nectar from flowers. So once again I tell, hummingbirds and sunbirds have long curved beaks. With the help of that long curved beaks, these birds drink nectar. Nectar means it's a sweet substance from flowers. Next one, woodpeckers and hoopoes. Woodpeckers and woodpeckers and hoopoes have these two, woodpeckers and hoopoes have sharp, strong, straight. See, children, they have sharp, strong, straight, and sharp, strong, straight. Here in the picture, you can see the hummingbird and in the woodpecker. So this is a woodpecker. Now we are learning about woodpeckers. Woodpeckers and hoopoes have sharp, strong, straight, and pointed beaks. And see, these have pointed beaks. So the first one, hummingbirds and sunbirds have long curved beaks. That curved beaks, which are very long, helps the birds to suck nectar. Sucking or drinking is same. Nectar is a sweet substance from the flowers. Woodpeckers and hoopoes have sharp, very sharp, strong and straight pointed ones. See the pointed ones. Okay. Next one, sparrows and pigeons. Sparrows and pigeons. Sparrows and pigeons have short hand and pointed beaks to crack their food. Have short, short, hard, and pointed beaks. Short, hard, and pointed beaks. The above examples, woodpeckers and hoopoes have sharp, strong, straight, pointed. The sparrows and pigeons have short, hard, it's very hard, and pointed, children. If you observe the sparrows' beaks, it's very pointed and hard. And next one, to crack their food, to crack the nuts, etc. To crack their food. Cracking means breaking. To crack their food. So you see, hummingbirds and sunbirds have long curved beaks which help them to suck nectar from flowers. Woodpeckers and hoopies have sharp, strong, straight and pointed beaks. Sparrows and pigeons have short, the beak is short, but hard and pointed one. With the pointed beak, it breaks the food. A parrot has strong hooked beak to crack seeds, nuts and fruits. So let's go for parrots. So here the parrots. Children, did you observe the parrot anytime? Yes. Have, see here, the parrot have strong hooked beak. Parrots have strong hooked beak. Okay, hooked beak to crack seeds, nuts and fruits. To crack seeds, nuts and fruits. So parrots have strong hooked beak to crack seeds, nuts and fruits. Hummingbirds and sunbirds have long curved beaks which help them to suck nectar. Woodpeckers and hoopies have sharp, strong, straight and pointed ones. Sparrows and pigeons have short, hard and pointed beaks to break the food or to crack the food. Parrots have strong hooked beak to crack seeds, nuts and fruits. Children, you know that parrot eat fruits with the help of this beak. Hummingbird, here see hummingbird. Here this is a long curved beak. Woodpecker, sharp, strong, pointed beak. Sparrow, the beak is short, hard and pointed. And pigeon also same. And parrot now. Now let's go for the duck and spoonbill. Here see duck and spoonbill. The ducks and spoonbill. Here see children, how the ducks it will be. The ducks are, you know that, aquatic birds. Aquatic means which lives inside the water. Okay. So here the ducks and spoonbills. The ducks and spoonbills the ducks and spoonbills, these two, the figures are here, the pictures. Duck and spoonbills have broad and flat beaks. They have broad and flat beaks. Broad and flat beaks to catch fish. See children, duck catches the fish which is present inside the water with the help of the broad and flat beaks to catch fish. Next one, stork. So this is a stork and crane. They both have long and pointed beaks. Stork and cranes. They have long and pointed beaks to catch fish. Here these birds also catch fish, children. To catch fish. See, ducks and spoonbills have broad and flat. Stork and cranes have long and pointed. But both this group and this group, okay, these four birds catch fish only. So the stork and crane is given here. Kites, eagles, vultures have kites eagles and vultures. See, kites, eagles and vultures have strong, sharp and hooked beaks. These are carnivorous. That means they eat the flesh of the animals. Okay. So here these birds, kites, eagles and vultures have strong, sharp and hooked. Have strong, sharp and hooked. Strong, sharp and hooked beaks to tear the flesh of animals. To tear the flesh of animals. To tear the flesh of animals. So ducks and spoonbills have broad and flat beaks to catch fish. Stork and cranes have long and pointed beaks. They also catch fish. But these kites, eagles and vultures, they eat the flesh of the animals. Before eating, they tear. Okay, they tear with the help of strong, sharp and hooked beaks. So these are the different kinds of birds like hummingbirds, sunbirds, woodpeckers, hoopies, sparrows, pigeons, parrot, duck and spoonbills, stork and cranes, kites, eagles, vultures. So these all are having different types of beaks. Some are pointed, some are broad, some are flat, some are straight. Okay, some are hard, some are hooked. Like the different kinds of beaks they have. Okay. Children, so far we have seen the beaks of different birds. Now let's see the nest. Nest means it's a place where the bird lives, children. We have different types of houses. Okay, animals also lives under the tree, live under the caves. Okay, but here the birds, they make their nest in a beautiful way. Okay, so here the nests of birds are usually cup shaped. So the nests of birds are usually cup shaped. Okay, see here, see children, this is called as cup shape. The nests of the birds are usually in the shape of cup. In the shape of cup, the nest prevents the egg and young ones from falling down. So this nest, what it will do? Yes, these are the eggs now. So in order, here see, this nest prevents means stops the eggs and young ones from falling down. If the nest is not there, okay, so whenever the bird lays the eggs, it fall down and egg will be broken and the young one won't come out. So it stops the eggs and the young ones from falling down. Which one? This nest. Okay. Next one. Nests differ in their size, location and materials. So they differ in the size. There are different sizes of nests. Next one, location. So location is nothing but the placement or the place. And materials. So each bird use different types of materials. So here the nest of the bird is a place where the bird lives and lays the eggs and protect the young ones. So these nests are usually cup shaped. What this nest will do? It stops the eggs and young ones from falling down. And here next one, nests differ in their size, location and materials used. Birds use twigs, dry leaves. So what are the birds that use? Twigs, dry leaves. Birds use twigs, dry leaves. Next one, cotton, thread, cotton, thread, wool, and feathers. So these are the materials. Twigs are the small branch-like structures. Dry leaves, cotton, thread, wool, and feathers. Okay, and even straw also. Straw is a dry grass. Okay, to build their nest. To build their nest. Most birds make nests on trees. Birds make, most birds. Okay, most birds make nests on trees. Most birds make nests on trees. So let's see here once again. The nest is a place where the bird lives inside and lays the eggs. The nest is usually cup shaped. What this nest will do, children? Yes, it stops the eggs and young ones falling down. If the nest is not there, when the bird lays the eggs, it falls down and break. And next one, they here nests differ in their size. All nests are same size, children? No. And the place is also different. And the materials they use also different. They use twigs, dry leaves, cotton, thread, wool, and feathers, and straw also. Okay. So here they use, what they will use? Twigs, dry leaves, cotton, thread, wool, feathers, and straw. Children, most birds make their nests on trees only. Okay.